Welcome, friends. Thank you for joining us. My name is Joel, and this is the O2 Drop. This is WA's VGC podcast, coming from Perth, home of Australia's best after party and most relaxed podcast. Tonight I'm joined by Ethan.
Welcome to the O2 Drop, coming to you live from my home.
Yeah.
Welcome to my house.
Something.
We take those.
Dan Baguli.
Thank you.
What's up, Dan?
It's a pleasure being here.
Welcome back. And returning guest, Jared.
That's me, baby. What's up?
The guestiest.
It boy.
Thanks for having me on.
Now, we have some very heavy topics to talk about this evening. So we should just crack in with a trigger warning. We're going to be talking about ice cream flavors in this episode.
Big
You've been
fights
warned.
then.
You have been warned.
Mark's not here, but he's gotten me to take down his thoughts so I can argue in his stead.
Nice. So this afternoon in the WAVGC Facebook chat, some intense allegations have been brought against mint choc chip ice cream, where people have said that if you like mint choc chip ice cream, you may as well eat toothpaste with choc chips. And I have to say personally, I'm not fully opposed to that because that's the fucking flavor. But of course, there'd be a lot of fluoride if I just ate a bowl of toothpaste.
Sounds healthier.
Yeah, great for your teeth, right?
I think the poison is in the dose applies to this very much.
Yeah.
And if you ingested a whole tube of toothpaste, you'd probably be a bit wrecked. Now, I personally am on team mint choc chip ice cream.
Oh, absolutely. That's the good shit.
That is the best shit. Like if I'm getting gelato, that's what I'm going for. If they don't have that, it's probably like the Nutella variant that they're gonna have.
Yeah.
Damn, not only are you wrong, you're like the worst kind of wrong. It's your favorite flavor. Fucking hell.
I would say not favorite, but the one that I go to because it's the one I like have the least access to, right? Like you can't go past cookies and cream, but mint choc chip from an ice cream shop.
It's good, man.
It's a pretty reliable flavor. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of
Consistently shit.
we know
You're
which
very outnumbered here.
we know what camp you're in then, I guess.
Dan made his stance very well known very early on.
Thumbs downing everyone who was in
Hey,
support of it.
Look. Mint's not for everybody, but like if your ice cream's tasting like toothpaste or your toothpaste's tasting like ice cream, then I think there's something wrong with either your ice cream or your toothpaste, to be honest.
Or you.
You've been brushing your teeth before having your ice cream.
Or just brush it with your ice cream if you're eating the toothpaste and choc chips, as someone suggests.
I wish it worked like that.
It's been a long night.
That's a Kesha song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack's. So Jared, you're also on team no for mint ice cream?
No, I love mint choc. Like, again, it would be like same thing. Like the poison's in the dosage. Like, I would hate it if it were like the only kind of ice cream I'd have to eat. Like, but I like I'm not a fiend for it. Like I don't go for it every time. Like
Yeah, it's like everything in moderation.
yeah, but like I love it. Like it's good shit. The choc chips make it. Like mint on its own would be kind of meh, I think. But yeah.
I think it's a combination flavor, right? Like you're probably not going to have and enjoy like mint and white choc like that.
I'd try it once.
I have tried it and I didn't enjoy it.
Mint and dark would be good.
Ooh.
Mint and dark does go off.
Yeah.
It's what the mint slice, what biscuits are.
Yeah, it's like
Arnott's.
lint. Oh yeah, mint slice.
Also shit.
So you're not an Aero man, not a mint slice boy.
I hate Aero.
What about like those?
Aero's good. There's just never enough, right?
Because it's all air.
It's all, it's all air.
Hence the name.
Yeah, and you still pay the full price.
Yeah, I don't understand the point.
Yeah, no. So at my work, we had an admin person who basically her sole responsibility was to make sure we had biscuits. And 1 week.
Where can I apply?
No. So now I'm the admin chick because, because the investors
You're the biscuit bitch.
I'm the biscuit bitch now. No,
What's the salary?
Oh, not enough.
You get benefits for that?
Not enough.
Free biscuits.
No, they've taken our biscuits
Skim
away.
off the top.
Those bastards.
They're doing cost cutting in this economy.
We're down to arrow roots now.
But no, so 1 week she bought like 2 packets of mint slice and like a pack of Royals or something, which are like the marshmallow jam chocolate bicky for
Jesus, that's a cry for help.
yeah, for our non-Australian listeners. And at the end of the week, I got to take a whole pack of mint slice home.
There's no one ate them.
That sounds like the opposite of a problem.
And then my wife and my 5-year-old obviously despises that stuff. So-
Right. Yeah.
So you are in the minority. Excellent.
Why
Among
obviously?
5-year-olds, yeah.
Why obviously? I loved mint choc as a kid. Like,
Really?
Yeah,
As a
yeah.
5-year-old.
I mean, I don't remember directly, but I don't ever remember not liking it. Like when I was in primary school, I loved like mint leaves, those little gummy lollies. Like,
Oh, yeah. I think I grew into that, probably high school, mint leaves.
Oh, what about those chewies? Is that what they're called? No, minties.
minties.
Fuck, they were shit.
Oh god, yeah. No,
They're a bit tough on the teeth, but they're like,
But there was like
they're pretty top tier.
red skins, there was
was gonna
Sherbies,
say, what-
and you
what-
get a minty. It was so bad.
What do they call Redskins now so that we don't get in trouble?
God knows.
Reddies or something? No.
The candy formerly known as
The
Redskins.
candy formerly known as Redskins
Yeah.
because
They're t-
obviously that is not kosher
something.
anymore.
Those are tasty as shit, but like I was worried I was going to lose a tooth every single time I had one.
Yeah, and like there was like half soft and half really hard on those. Yeah, like
Easier to
Like
eat
the
on a hot
ends were
day.
just
Red
like rock.
Rippers. That's what
Red
they're called.
Rippers.
Red
I
Rippers.
remember.
Yeah.
Red
Oh,
Rippers now.
That sounds.
Is that better?
That sounds. That's wrong in a whole different kind of way.
Red Rocket Dog. Red Rocket.
That's what we're calling my car, right? The Red Ripper,
the going home
like
mobile.
the going home mobile. Later.
So what are my what are Mark's comments?
Wrong, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you guess wrong because he also loves mint choc. It's I don't know, man. Like it seems like you're pretty heavily in the minority. Like looking at the poll in chat.
Yeah, I
It's-
wouldn't read too much into that if I was you.
No, Skinner. It's
Nah.
the children who are wrong.
I was gonna say I intentionally messed up the the poll as much as I could, as is tradition in WAVGC.
Open poll.
Open poll.
Open poll. So, one of my favorite options was raisin, spelt the way that Alfie spelt raisin.
Oh, Lord.
RAZEN.
Yeah.
Oh no. He was like, "Why would you have mint choc chip when you can have rum and raisin?" Spelt that way.
I do fucking love rum and raisin. That's like my
That's
favorite
good shit,
flavor.
yeah.
I added, I keep a blue flag hanging out my backside, but only on the left side. Yeah, that's the mint and choc chip side. Because I am old school.
I don't get it.
Me either. Drop it like it's hot. It's a
you're,
line.
like reinforcing my stance.
We really should have prepared something for tonight, huh?
Yeah. No, it's a line from Drop It Like It's Hot.
I know.
Ah, you fuck it. Making me explain it. Like the boomer dad I am.
If we wanted access to the Pokemon jar, I could have broken us into Mark's house. Yeah, it's very secure because like you cannot get within a meter of Mike. He's fucking out of there.
Mark is functionally homeless.
That's Mike's house.
I have given Mike exactly one scratch. And he's a fluffy boy, but like that's as close as Mike has ever gotten to
He's
me.
warming up to me. I'm breaking him down.
Nice.
You might have to cut that. I haven't told anyone.
We'll cut that because it's not official yet.
About your wife. How do you think she's going to take it? Break it to her.
Moving because of her.
Oh, so you're not going to have the conversation now. Oh, shit. Taking the kids.
It's all the Pokemon games. Those are the kids for now.
Susan, give me back my kids.
If this is going to be, if you're cutting this bit, we can say whatever we want, right?
What's your favorite slur?
And moving right along.
And drop in.
They don't make enough for us.
They don't make enough for us. Oh, Jesus. My favorite slur.
What's cracking, Cracker?
My favorite slur towards me specifically was from like high school when people called me Doughboy because I was I was larger.
Does that qualify as a slur?
It's not really a slur. No. It's just bullying.
That's what I always say.
but yeah, that's the best way anybody's ever insulted me. Just calling me Doughboy.
Doughboy.
I loved it so much I put it on my levers jumper.
Yeah.
That's reclamation.
Reclamation,
right
baby.
Yeah.
Is this a bottom cut episode now?
No.
Could be.
We'll cut what we need to.
Be most of it. Jesus.
My wrists.
Joel.
Oh, sorry, you're right. So there was a special event in the LATAM region last weekend.
What's that?
Another LATAM regional just to piss us off. 144 players attended this special championship. 80 masters, 32 seniors, and 32 juniors. So it was completely free.
That's a lot of younger players, actually.
It's a huge amount of younger players. It definitely looks like hard caps when you look at those numbers, like hard cap.
Yeah.
So we, at time of recording, Perth Regionals opens for registration tomorrow.
Does it?
So by the tomorrow
7
evening,
p.m.
Good to
7
know.
p.m. Yeah,
PM, that's good to know.
yeah. So we have like 32 masters, 32 juniors, 32 seniors, and like 240 masters VGC spots for Perth.
240.
Yeah.
In Masters alone, yeah.
In Masters alone, yeah. Now, think about the growth that we've had over the last 2 seasons. We grew by 36% last year. If we somehow manage that again, which honestly, our locals are going off this season, travel is going to be way more than it was last year because obviously the way that we qualify for Worlds this year is cooked, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. If we were to stop count right now, I think we have 5 people in the top 20. So like WA is popping off.
Huge
this year.
boys.
Yeah, huge. And I think we've got 3 within like 1 challenge of the top 20. So yeah, all best luck to the people pushing. But lots of talk of internationals trying to come, especially from Pokemon Company regions. So Southeast Asia, Japan, China. And of course, people from Eastern states are going to want to get their championships in. So
fair enough. Like why the fuck would you want to play events over under SEA? You wouldn't. So I'll probably have to put out a Twitter post tomorrow. But if you're from Perth
and you're listening to this on Thursday, please make sure you registered yesterday.
You're a day late.
You're a day late.
Because it'll be close, but we could well hit that cap.
Yeah, there's rumors it'll hit cap.
Yeah, we could well hit that cap.
I think the math I ran at work today is like, surely we're within 10 of cap on day one. Whew. Like there's been a lot of international talk about coming to Perth because Perth has traditionally been free, but honestly, looking at LATAM numbers, LATAM is free right now.
We had a bunch of people from China and Singapore and Indonesia and stuff come over.
Yeah. And in the past, we've had people from Dubai.
Didn't Taran rock up one year as well?
Taran
yeah, 23, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like
get your own regional.
It was like within a month of OCIC, rest in peace. So yeah, Perth is going to go off this year. And I mean, we started recording this podcast and within 5 episodes, we had to get rid of our smallest regional in the world tag. So now anytime I see a regional that's smaller than us, I just think, get fucked. You're free.
At least we're not like home of Australia's most cancelled regional anymore. That was a scare that I'm glad didn't follow through.
Yeah. That was going to be very disappointing.
Oh, I love the switcheroo how Melbourne got cancelled. That's so fucking funny.
That's rough, buddy.
They're definitely replacing it with a special event. I'm calling it.
Keen for Bunbury special event.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great.
I can't imagine they will get a special event. I think they'll just get a straight out regionals.
What, Bunbury?
No, Melbourne.
Yeah.
But I think...
Now, think of it this way. Special event, they don't have to pay prize money.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, shit.
That's the only reason I think it'll be a special event.
Yeah, I mean, like Australia could easily get another 3 special events though. Like
Radelaide.
Radelaide, Melbourne, Sydney.
Yeah, there's the...
Like, lock it in. There was a time where we'd had 6 regionals, especially in TCG in Australia. So
there's the demand. Like, the online circuit is like nuts right now.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people itching to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we might it might make turnout smaller, but it might make it bigger just having more availability to it. And, you know, if we can bunch them all together, it might entice international visitors as well.
Yeah.
You know, give some back-to-back weekends of...
For people who travel, it's more of a tour. Like, there's multiple goes.
Well, back when I was doing TCG, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned this previously, but the TCG regional circuit was literally a 6-week span, and they had 6 regionals in 6 weekends.
God damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
and it just went around.
Far out.
Yeah, so this is like 2015, 16, 17, 18. It was just do-do-do-do-do.
God damn.
And some years there was a Canberra-Sydney double. So regionals were only one day back then, but you would rock up to Canberra on Friday night,
Hot damn.
do Canberra regionals on Saturday, drive to Sydney overnight, and do Sydney regionals on Sunday.
I mean, we were talking about taking the train down from the mountains from Canberra, right? When we were floating the idea of doing a Melbourne trip.
Yeah.
So you could do that.
There we go. We can do Perth Saturday, Bunbury Sunday.
Yeah, no,
It'll
like,
happen.
you could just
Charter
about
a bus.
you could just about drive the circuit of the country and do all those regionals in 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, I think 1 year a group
Need a
of
week travel time, yeah.
I think 1 year a group of people did actually just like drive across the Nullarbor and then just stayed with like people, had like a month off work, just did like a bunch of regionals in a row.
Damn.
But like you got to drive across the Nullarbor to do it that way.
Be a hell of a road trip.
But yeah, so Lima, the free championship was run by Sebastian Rodriguez, who goes by Commander with a K. And it was basically a mirror match in the finals, Dan.
Yes, it was some Ursaluna shenanigans. Sebastian was running Flamigo, Goldengo, Incineroar, Clefable, Ursaluna, and a Farigiraf, while Matthias Diaz, who came second, was Amoonguss, Incineroar, P2, Goldengo, Ursaluna, and Flamigo. So that's common 6.
Straight up Flamigo mirror.
Yeah, but this graphic has Sebastian having regular Ursaluna. I'm pretty sure it was Blood Moon.
Oh, yeah, right.
Don't quote me on it, but I think I saw a screen grab where it was, but yeah, we have no data on any site at the moment. So this is pulled from
on
their
Victory
stream.
Road, it says it was Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Right.
So production quality of Play Latam, you got to get it up.
Hey, yeah, we've never seen TPCI make a mistake like that on a stream or anything.
No, never.
It happens. I would trust Victory Road though. They're pretty good.
80 Masters. That's like,
At the Perth Regionals,
you know what? They need more
4
than
years
50
ago.
invites, I reckon.
That's
let Latam have 80 invites. Get all of them.
yeah. It's like two and a half of one of our cups, right?
this is the thing that gives me the shits about the season. And I understand, but I fucking hate it. All right, so there's a lot more countries in LATAM than there is in Oceania. Technically in Oceania, there's only 2 countries that really compete. It's Australia and New Zealand.
Australia light.
Crowded house.
Two's mania.
Russell Crowe. So it's very easy to justify. They have all these countries. They have good players in every country. We need 50 invites. They're close to America anyway. They're probably going to travel. If we had in Australia 6 regionals, every regional would be 150 people plus at this point.
Yeah.
Latin America has had 2 regionals. Well, 1 regional, 1 special event, and they haven't even cracked 200 players in Masters. Like, respectfully, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, we as a state have 7 or 8 people, like, within a challenge win of the top 20 for Australia, with like 4, 5 of those are already in the top 20. And they're going to be forced to travel if they want that invite. They are going to have to do every regional that becomes available in Australia. Whereas, like, right now, I mean, it looks like LATAM's getting 11 total
Regionals.
Wow.
And an IC.
Slash specials.
Special events.
And an IC.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's fucking heat.
That's so many. And I mean, like, sure, they've got like way more population than we do here in Australia, but like not way more players.
No, and that has been evidenced by their 2 so far out of Peru, and I forget where Joinville is. Trinidad?
I'm terrible at geography. Don't look at
It's
me.
like Trinidad or something. I can't remember exactly. Jared's going to look it up for us. But we have...
Hey, Google, where's Joinville? Set a timer for 2 minutes. Never mind.
No, it's in Brazil. It's in Brazil.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Sorry, yeah. Regional of Brazil. Yeah, I mean, I think there's Robeson has already confirmed that he's going to LAIC. So, like, he's serious.
Yeah.
I think...
Which is dope, by the way. Good luck to him.
Yeah. Stay in the hotel, please, Robeson.
Yeah. So it's like my first time in Brazil. Who else is going? I'm like, oh no. Someone please look after our boy Robeson.
Oh, jeez.
Robeson, we love you. If you listen to us, please stay in the hotel. Just follow Aaron Cole.
We'll get you.
He's been there multiple times. You just stay in the hotel, you go to the event, and you go home.
Bring a backup switch.
Ask Takumi who his police escort usually is.
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah. Look, we've harped on about it. We're probably not going to get any change from TPCI because they've made their decision on that. But we will complain about it because we've demonstrated very early that we have more people doing things.
And more people willing to travel as well. Like there's like up until I don't exactly know the stats because like I don't know, you kind of have to ask everybody, but there's traditionally like a pretty significant chunk of Perth regional attendants have like all traveled from over east, right?
Huge amounts of travel.
Yeah, like
I think usually we bring about half the people.
Yeah, right. So
because all of our casuals are like, fuck yeah, like we're gonna do it. This is a big chance just to get that lucky run.
What was the kicker for day 2? Are we like hard capped that we can't have day 2 at Perth?
I can't remember.
It wouldn't surprise me.
That was cool to have the opportunity for a day 2 at Melbourne.
I don't think we're going to be hard capped at 236, but what it will do after wave 1 is they'll be like, what has capped out and what has not. Because there's like 64 spots for Go. And respectfully, Go is not going to hit 64.
Yeah.
It might hit 32, it might hit 40, but it's not going to hit 64.
Yeah.
And they'll decide where those places go. Like, they're most likely going to go to TCG because we know why.
It's popular.
Yeah. 2025 Pokemon.
VGC has been popping off though in Perth recently. Like, it's getting more stores certified. Warren, shout outs to Warren, getting collector certified for tourneys. Like, it's so cool to see how much the circuit is like.
It's all in the strength of the community.
Proper popping off.
I know.
Great to see.
Alistair made that joke. It's like, when someone's complaining, oh my God, there's no events on this weekend. Yeah, we didn't have those for like weeks at a time.
Yeah, dude.
One weekend without an event.
I know. Hey, bless Alfie. He's young. He did not know the
Wouldn't know
ways.
any better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He literally has no idea how bad we had it.
I mean, I've probably got no idea. Like, it was like when Mark and I came in like 2020 and Jordan, it was like we had like one grassroots a month and we voted in the chat on what weekend we wanted to have it in. And we'd have like 7 or 8 of us rock up if it was lucky. It was on a different Sunday every month. Like Pokemon Sundays every fortnight at Cannington before we got Morley certified. Like that really.
We're guaranteed to have day 2.
Ooh, for Perth.
Yep.
Oh,
because of the new system, it's at 65 players you get day 2.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We're guaranteed to get day 2 Swiss.
Yeah.
Wicked.
So based on last year's numbers in the new system, we would have 9 rounds, which is 7 on day 1 and 2 on day 2, with your 15 points to get to day 2.
Yeah, right.
So 5 wins, 5-2 makes it through.
Fuck yeah.
If we get another 21 spots, we could push to 10 rounds. And of course, massive point kickers on that as well.
Which is great. Like playing 10 rounds, not so much, but like points kickers.
It's 10 rounds total though.
Yeah. 7 first day.
Yeah. At least it's not like if any of your like what's the most rounds in a day
Was 9
tournament that you'll have played before?
Oh, the most I've played in a day is 8 at Australian regionals.
Yeah.
Probably when I made
at
top
the
4.
at Australian nationals, we had 8 rounds, and then it was a top 32 cut. And I played 2 rounds, the first 2 rounds of that before I got eliminated. So yeah, I had like 10 rounds in 2 days. And
Top 32.
Yeah.
So like half of the people who signed up.
So back in the day, it was like somewhere between 1/4 and 1/8 made top cut.
Damn. Okay.
Before they refined it, and I think their asymmetric is like the best it's ever been.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so Perth will have day 2 for the first time.
That's wicked.
Heat.
Looking forward to it. I'll see you there.
I think I think it used.
events.
I think it used to be 219, 220 got you day 2. Is that the old system? I can't remember exactly. I think we figured out we were like 2 seasons off getting day 2 on the previous system. But yes, I have some topical Twitter drama.
Ooh.
Okay.
For you guys that Chris shared in the group.
Oh, bless him, holding it down.
Holding it down. So it comes from somebody posting something on Twitter, the place where Pokemon exists. So
Fuck James back.
And Philip Brigg.
And Philip Brebig.
Burbig.
Thought that was like legitimately his name for a long time.
Really?
Yeah,
just because Tom always got it wrong.
Me too, man. Me too. Like,
So there's a lot going on here, and I'm going to read it out, and I just want everyone to know that these are allegations made by another person.
Ooh.
Okay, so we'll filter names because we don't want to be caught up in the potential slander issues, but while I'm reading this out, understand that the person who has made the claim has been suspended by TPCI.
this, yeah.
Yes. And this person claims to be a victim of harassment, effectively. And their report, it definitely would suggest that they have been, but we'll read it out and then we'll discuss the magnitude of the issues. So this person, in round 2 of the 2024 Pokemon TCG Baltimore Regional Championships, I played against X at table 892. I was using Cornerstone, Ogerpon, Noivern, blah, 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 blah. So while setting up to play, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. I asked my basic questions like, where are you from? Didn't lead to more conversation. That's fine.
Where are you from? What's your snap?
Yeah.
Can I slide in those DMs?
ASL.
Yeah.
Okay, so they go to game 3 in a TCG round with about 30 minutes to go.
Of course, it's cards. Why does all the worst shit come from cards?
I think a lot of card players run on incel i9s.
That checks out.
I get that. That's very, very good.
Thank you.
Well done.
So going into game 3, I suspect that my opponent has no intention of finishing the game despite there being so much time left. His demeanor changes from slightly irritated to more hostile, and his pace of play greatly slows. His actions are slow. I give my usual, hey, can we please watch pace of play? That I give once before calling a judge. He snaps back, I paid a lot of money to be here. I'm not going to let you tell me how fast to play. And his pace stays the same. I motion to judge over and ask them to watch the pace of play. The judge sticks around, but whenever I look over, they are looking at their phone. After a few minutes, the judge tells me that my opponent is playing just fast enough to avoid any intervention. The judge was looking at their phone because they were running a stopwatch.
Right.
Contextually, I have done this before. This is how you do it. There are rules set in stone that when you call a judge over, you have an amount of seconds to make your actions.
Them damn kids always looking at their phones.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lionel's Chansey in Link Battles.
So I increase the speed of my turns. I draw a card, set it down, announce my attack. My opponent slow plays. He keeps playing item cards that don't advance his board state. That's a penalty. So you need to call the judge there. Shuffling every time before playing another item card and repeating the process. That's not illegal. He considers his actions just up to the allotted 15 seconds. He repeatedly checks his discards and mine. If he's doing it in between each play, that's technically legal, which this person makes note of. But we're clearly meant to run the clock. If you're using the rules to run the clock, you're using the rules to run the clock. I get to the point where I was placing damage for my attacks myself.
Oh, it's because we have game timer. That's why we don't have to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since he spent so much time...
format.
Agreed.
Since he spent so much time fiddling with his own dice, even though I was doing the same amount of damage every turn, he retreats his Pokemon, as you do, to absorb energy. No intention of attacking, since he cannot do Noivern. For our VGC listeners, I'm not going to get into the technicality of what the cards are doing. What he was doing worked, since time was called when I had one prize left and hundreds of damage counters on the board. If he hadn't been allowed to stall, I would have won the game in a few more turns. An onlooker and my partner happened to witness all of this. So, call the judge again.
Yeah, like if you don't call it, then it's fair play within the rule set, right?
Yeah.
To slow play until time.
Yeah.
Like
Just like
you're
playing for
to your
timer in
rounds,
VG.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your outs are to get a draw, you play to that and you maximize everything. If you as the opponent have a problem with this, call a judge. You are allowed to call a judge more than once. So now we get into the big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
In my frustration, I grab the match slip and circle winner on my side on accident. He calls a judge over to correct the mistake.
It was an accident, sir.
Yeah. Misgendering me in the process.
Okay.
So, 2 infractions going on here. Obviously, signing the match slip incorrectly is penalizable, and misgendering is harassment. There's no if but 2 ways about it.
Mhm.
We bicker over the match while waiting. I was very frustrated and told him he stalled out the match intentionally. You were allowed to do that. The judge sends over the head judge over, and my opponent finishes explaining. I show head judge my pronoun pin since I don't feel comfortable correcting X in this situation. Head judge corrects him on my pronoun. He states he didn't see my pin, even though it is fairly bold and put in a clear area. You have to just believe that, even though this person's probably being a dick.
Fair enough.
This is whatever. It happens. However, as X keeps talking through the situation, he continues to use the wrong pronouns to the head judge, and the head judge corrects him 6 to 7 times. If I'm head judge of an event and I'm talking to people about an interaction, and one of those people misgenders more than once after I have told them, it's escalating penalties.
Yeah, that's grounds.
Game loss.
It's grounds for a warning at least. It's like if you do that
times?
again.
Yeah, I'll go, this person prefers to be called that. You have been cautioned. They do it again. You are warned. That is an official ruling. They go again. That is a game loss. They go again. That is a round loss. And they go again. You are disqualified.
One more time. I'm beating you up in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So I think this head judge potentially trying to give benefit of the doubt, but in that situation, there's no room for it. You have corrected that individual to their face. So head judge continues dealing with this ruling over the match slip. X tells head judge, I'm a she, as if to mock the situation. Head judge starts using she in reference to X. Sure.
As if to mock? Like,
yes.
Wait, as if to mock, the head judge starts using the correct pronouns?
No. So
I don't think
X,
so. I think they were just following the rule book, taking it at face value. But
that's all you can do.
yeah, after 6 or 7 instances of misgendering,
Yeah.
I would read the room personally.
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody who misgenders other people is very unlikely to have a not obvious gender in the most respectful way. Head judge resolves the match as a tie and takes the slip up. According to my partner who was nearby, X went to his friend group and continued mocking the pronoun part of the situation. Head judge returns to me to apologize, and I'm fairly checked out mentally at this point, as the repeated misgendering and outcome of the match was very frustrating. Head judge stated that he would submit a support ticket for me. Are there more replies? I think there is. Here we go. Head judge stated that he would submit a sports ticket and encouraged me to do the same. He also made sure that X was escorted to be counselled by the tournament organizer. Excuse me. After I told him what he said to his friends, the next round started shortly after, and I tried to go on my tournament despite feeling defeated and hopeless. Later on that day, a friend offered to take me to the TO to discuss the situation further. I told them as much context as I could, and it greatly affected my day. TO apologized profusely and stated that my opponent's behavior does not belong in these events. I was basically given the options of submitting a support ticket and not submitting a support ticket. They stated that they would be submitting one. I really thought about this for a few days. I really tried not to let one bad opponent color my whole day. And then they go into their day.
It's hard not to let
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wish that before the match slip was taken away, my opponent was penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct at the very minimum. Super legit. It was so hard to recognize this in the moment. That's why I wish the judge could have shifted focus onto the disrespect I was experiencing right in front of them. Super valid. I'm sure a lot of us remember how the past few years a high visibility player was immediately DQ'd for allegedly joking about pronouns. Why didn't my opponent, who actively repeatedly mocked me, walked away with just a slap on the wrist?
Well, it's down to how quick the judge in question pulls the trigger on that sort of stuff, and really, isn't it?
This person finishes with, I get that there are 2 separate issues here, but I feel like the bigger problem was largely pushed to the side during the event. I hope event staff can be better educated on how to handle situations like these, so the community can have a better time. Now, after this person said, like several hours after, I'm submitting a ticket, so hopefully that doesn't get brushed off too. There are so many things going on in this.
On both sides?
On both sides. There is so much. Now, I think, and like it is slightly victim blamey, but let's get it out of the way. If you are ever going down a legal pathway, which a support ticket is, stay the fuck off the internet. Because
else fuck with a podcast will immediately start going into your business.
yeah. But stay off the internet with that shit, because if you are going down a legal avenue and you start saying shit on the internet, anything you say about it is basically admissible, because then it's hearsay and it's out in the public domain that it's hearsay. So,
and then it gets cloudy with defamation as well if you found like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing, is why this person was being suspended. They went on the internet, used names, and what they experienced is terrible. Completely shit, shouldn't have happened. But your best defense to get rid of this person is to just say nothing. Don't put any doubt into anyone's mind.
I thought they got suspended with the ticket investigation, like, and then they went on Twitter to explain their story after they'd already been suspended. Is the timeline different?
No, so they put their story up. Then they submitted a ticket.
Yep.
And then they announced that they were suspended. That's the timeline of how.
Okay.
That's the timeline we're presented with.
Right.
So the order that we. Like, the order could have been different, but that's what we're presented with.
And if they hadn't been talking about it on Twitter, then quite potentially the outcome could have been different as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you're playing Pokemon, always call a judge the moment there's any infraction that you think has happened. Someone taking too long between rounds, especially in VGC, if they're the decider of the next round, they're fumbling, being a tosspot about it. Signing the match slip is effectively a legally binding document during the event.
Yeah.
You can't be fucking that shit up either.
Yeah. If you in your like being frustrated at your opponent's play isn't really an excuse for circling that you won.
Yeah.
That's a I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know about that.
The obvious and biggest things here is that, and as stated, like, the individual misgendering directly to the head judge should have been escorted from the premise.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You are disqualified. You are not welcome here anymore. Please leave.
Yeah.
If you do not, law enforcement will be called.
Yeah. Like by the sounds of it, like slow player misgenderer in question was being a shit person the whole time, but they didn't stray outside of the rules of play until they started directly harassing the person.
Yeah.
Like,
and that is a form of harassment. And then, like, I don't like it that this person was then I am a she, because that's like
what? Who was? Like
the ex person, the person who was doing the slow play.
Right. Yeah.
Going to the head judge, I am a she, and then like,
okay, that reeks of like, I identify as an attack helicopter type rhetoric to me.
Yeah, 100%. And and that constituted ongoing bullying to then go over into your friend group and then do it loudly. Get rid of that whole group of people. Like, we see it in TCG all the time, and yeah, unfortunately, some shit people play cards, and they're definitely getting called out more. But yeah, if you're following the process of putting in a support ticket, stay off Twitter.
Or just any legal process, honestly. Like, the more you talk about it in a public space, then like that's just,
especially on the internet that anyone can read.
Yes. Yes. So it's
there's etiquette to this stuff.
There is, unfortunately, and I feel that this person who experienced a lot of abuse and experienced a frustrating time, which was effectively done legally by their opponent within the rules, pushing the boundaries, sure, but within the rules, has probably been suspended for some version of slander / libel.
Right.
And it is something that we have witnessed within our own community, that we have had somebody who has been suspended for doing the same thing, for calling out shit behavior, putting in a support ticket, but then continuing to call it out in a very public way.
Yeah. Like, unfortunately, like if you want to be a kind of warrior for justice, there's very particular ways you have to go about it if it gets into hearsay sort of stuff like this.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially if litigation gets involved. Yeah.
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 Yes. Stay off the internet. if you're going through shit.
But also,
keep it to your close friend group. Like
also this person absolutely deserves to be able to have a vent and a whinge about it. Like what they experienced is dog shit. Just, find someone who's not named Twitter.
So go on to some website that's not run by Elon Musk.
Surname is not .com to talk to about
it. Speaking of our best friend Elon Musk, have we seen that he's come out as I'm the dark magger?
Oh my God.
Have you seen that?
No.
He was like at a Trump rally wearing like a black MAGA hat.
Oh yeah.
Of course he was.
And he's like, I'm kind of like the black MAGA guy.
Way to jump on a sinking ship. God,
I have nothing to say to that.
Yeah, I know. It's just
that photo of him shaking Trump's hand sends me.
Man, you shared that in the group, and it's a good thing I was working from home today because I lost my shit for like a solid 2-3 minutes. I was just like, this photo cannot be real. I was like looking for it, like a reason for it to be AI.
I don't think I've seen that. You got to share that with me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
It's pretty quality.
Good. Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it really quick, and we'll get a live reaction.
I captioned it as well, me to my sneezler when it hits 2 dire claw sleeps.
Oh, it was in the main chat. It wasn't in the podcast chat. That was some good ASMR right there.
There you go.
There you
go. His face, man, like, he's showing his age, but Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
It's like he's doing a Joker impression, like that TikTok trend of the Indian Joker guy.
He would tastelessly style him, like unironically style himself after that sort of thing.
Good morning,
to the Twitter board members. Why so serious? Let's fire the majority at the start.
He probably enjoyed having a theater to himself watching Joker 2.
Do you think he's smart enough to understand it though?
Look, there's different smarts, Yeah. Like there's like he's obviously intellectually very intelligent to have to have
swindled people out of billions of dollars.
Okay, allegedly. Not allegedly the swindling. Allegedly he's very intelligent, but but
I don't think you have to be when you have that much money.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
If my father was an emerald miner, I would probably be a smart dickhead as well.
True. He's a smart ass. That's a kind of intelligence.
Yeah.
But there's self-awareness and social awareness.
Which he lacks.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of the ban function on Twitter because that's against free speech. It's one of my favorite conservative talking points that like free speech apparently means free consequences.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was never a thing. Like you can say whatever you want. Like no.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about free speech. He cares about me speech.
Yeah.
Me when other people start speaking freely.
Yeah. Excuse
Wait
me.
a minute. That's illegal.
Yeah. Realizes he can buy the platform that they speak on.
And then lose billions of dollars in the process and still be lauded over.
That was very funny at the time, but also now we have to live in a world where he owns the platform that most of our Pokemon
I
shit is done
know.
on.
Can we move to Instagram, please?
Yeah, I found out you have to be a premium user to DM people who don't follow you now.
What? Really?
Yeah, so I can't beg content creators for their team. It's bullshit.
You could do it in YouTube comments like the rest of us.
I have to do it on like a public comment like some schmuck.
Oh,
Just give
is
him
that
one.
why?
One Patreon dono, and then you've got.
Because I tried to reach out to Daniel Ricciardo to be on the show. I wanted to do it on Twitter, and yeah, I'll like name drop like some shit happened to Danny Rick for the rest of the F1 season, and I was like, it'd be fucking hilarious to get a Perth like celebrity like that. and try and teach them to play Pokemon.
Dude, that'd be incredible.
Basil Zampless.
Oh my god.
Someone who's not conservative.
No. That I don't think there are any celebrities who are conservative.
I know, unfortunately.
They're called personalities.
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 So I couldn't
We should get
contact
those
him
two
on.
newscasters who've been in it since the 80s.
Yes.
Oh, Rick and Shauna.
Yeah.
So I couldn't message him on Twitter, but I was able to message him on Instagram.
Yeah, right.
Fucking Elon.
Yeah. So like, anyway, that's a good side note. Something a little lighter than people having to experience transphobes. We have an old age Pokemon debate. Is it ethical to catch a Mr. Mime? Is Mr. Mime just a guy?
Now,
And it's accompanied by a picture from a screenshot from the anime where you've got Pikachu, Helios. Is that the little evolution?
It's,
Helioptile.
Helioptile. And Mr. Mime sitting on the floor eating Pokemon kibble
Out of dog bowls.
out of dog bowls. And it's from Tumblr. So it comes with the notes. Something about Ash's mum forcing Mr. Mime to sit on the floor and eat out of a dog bowl makes me uneasy. And underneath that, Mr. Mime was right.
Look, let me open the discussion with this point. We're lucky enough to live in a world where the animals that we inhabit this plane with don't look enough like people to create this kind of confusion. Like Pokemon are all equally little guys.
They
in my
definitely
opinion.
are all little guys, but Mr. Mime is
Literally a little guy.
Yeah.
specifically
He's got opposable
extremely
thumbs.
Yeah.
And like they're all sentient, right? They're all intelligent creatures.
Yeah.
To varying degrees, yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Like,
Wolfie was
you
playing
seen a
Stephen
Feebas? Yeah.
I think he got smashed.
Yeah, you got absolutely rolled.
For context to our listeners, we've got the VOD on in the background of Wolfie streaming his limitless tournament run with the incredible No Guard Sheer Cold team. like
The absolute shenanigans.
immaculate fucking content. Like,
Pretty sure if you watch it as well, the team next to it was his GC team he rolled me with.
oh yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, the Primarina.
No, on when he's like selecting his team, the one to the left of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Dan's claim to fame is that you had, 3 turns against Wolfie?
Yeah. My whole team was rain memes. He's like, haha, wheezing.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I guess I lose.
Was that the same team he brought to Baltimore?
It was like changed up a little bit,
Okay.
but it was very similar. Yeah.
Same core strat with the wheezing toad scroll.
No, we didn't have Toad Screw. His
Didn't
GC
he?
one. He got rid of it.
righto.
And it was regular wheezing.
Yeah, I think he came up with a video where he was like, I end my relationship with Toad
Toad
Screw.
scroll.
Yeah, did he
Why
talk
would
out the
you
back
do
and
that?
shoot it?
Yeah, he responded to somebody like, no, I went out the back and shot it.
Why is great? Like
Toad scroll.
fast spore is great. Like there's
That
It's
like
a ground type in
that,
this
like-
format, yeah.
that retreating wheezing meme where it still get your
Yes,
fast
yep,
spore off
yep.
for that. Oh, so
Yeah.
good. But of course, everyone's going to know it now.
well, yeah, because it's not dynamic speed. It's like everything like Prankster and Stall and Mycelium Mite's all calculated at the start of the turn. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We love these interactions. I wonder how they'll fuck with it in Gen 10. But no, because this little thing about Mr. Mime came from Tumblr, there's additional shit there that's probably bonus content. But apparently Mr. Mime is into things and Ash's mum does things to him.
Subscribe to Bottom Cut where we discuss our kinks.
And the response to that was, hey, please don't type these words ever again.
Talk about conservative talking points.
oh Jesus.
No, I used to like the headcanon that Mr. Mime was Ash's dad.
There's just if you watch the anime, you can definitely read it that way.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Mime with Mr. Mime's facial expressions, little side eyes at Ash's mum, little things like that.
But I actually think the headcanon that Giovanni is Ash's mum is way
That's
funnier.
also really funny.
Giovanni is Ash's mum.
That Ash's mum had like a one night stand or something. And then the reason that like James and Jesse are constantly after Ash and Pikachu is because they're the most incompetent people in Team Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
So because Giovanni has put them onto Ash, Ash is always safe.
Right.
It's an excellent headcanon though.
There's merit to that. I see that.
Yeah, it's very much. I've watched, Attack on Titan 14 times to see everything type of headcanon, but it's very good.
What do you think, Dan? Is it ethical to put Alakazam in a Pokeball, a being which, like, according to the Dex, has like
a million IQ?
Yeah,
or something?
Smarter than any of us.
I mean, like, Peter would say no. It's like not ethical, right? All the shit they come out with.
Peter says a lot of things.
Yeah, I beat. It's weird. The ones that are very human-like as well. I think it's very strange.
Yeah.
The posable thumbs is the thing that gets me.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like you can fold toilet paper.
I mean, like,
you can open a door.
That's the fucking Turing test. Can it scroll?
if it doom scrolls, it's sentient.
Oh, have you not gotten up to
I don't know
scrolling
about
yet?
that.
Sorry?
Yeah, have you not gotten up to scrolling
We
in the
invented a
bonus
new
content
word.
yet?
No.
Scrolding. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
What does it mean?
it's a
spoiler.
It's a bottom cut.
Yeah.
topic.
Okay. No, I've only just started listening to him.
I was gonna say we should thank you, Jared, for being our most recent subscriber.
Thank you.
If you're enjoying the content that you're listening to, we do have a bonus content section which you
Give
can
us your fucking money.
give us your fucking money, dude. So we are one subscriber away from starting a Discord, which 10 was our goal. We're currently at 9. So thank you to everyone currently subscribed. If you are interested in listening to more unhinged shit that we have to say, hit up our Twitter at the O2drop_VGC. Check out our bio, click the link there, and you will be able to go to our support page and help this podcast stick around for only $3 a month.
It is certainly more, and it is certainly unhinged.
You heard it here from a subscriber. So you definitely consider that.
Can you give us a review? We got like somewhat funny from
Surprisingly funny, Nick Khan.
Surprisingly
We got
funny.
surprisingly funny from Nick Khan. Ripping ourselves off for $3 a month from Jamie Hodge, who we are going to be reviewing his top 10 Pokemon in this week's episode of The Bottom Cut.
Excited to hear your review of mine.
Yeah, we've done yours.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right.
It was a whole episode because you gave us 20 Pokemon.
I mean, you said top 20, didn't you?
I think we said top 10.
Top 10?
I think it was 20 and
okay.
since then it's been cut to 10.
Yeah.
It was
Gotcha.
a lot of discussion.
Mm-hmm. See, I sent that through before I'd actually subscribed, so.
Yes. No,
Yes.
it was quite a list. I can't remember. I think we gave you a 6.5 net average.
Ooh.
I think Amy
take
beat
that.
you by 1 whole point.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll have to withhold my judgments in response to that till I hear what their favorite ones are.
Yeah, when you come back on, you can let us know if you think your rating is fair.
No worries.
after you've listened to that episode.
Yeah. Look, I would support you guys like no matter what you talked about in the bonus content, but the fact that it's a good time is just bonus. It's just a bonus.
Aww.
Look, my wife has said that if we ever record at our place, that she may jump on and give unsolicited medical advice.
Which sounds like
Joel's
the
wife
bottom
is a
cut
guy.
specialty, right? At this point.
About anyway.
Yeah.
But like from an actual nurse.
Not just qualified this time. Hell yeah.
Not just from my interpretation of what's going on there.
Chris is a pharmacist.
Doesn't count.
It's also Chris.
Careful, you'll make the list.
We're all-
I don't know how I've managed to dodge the list for so long, to be honest.
I don't like.
I think you just fly under the radar a little bit.
I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that.
Does the list have consequences?
No.
No, it does. There's tiers. If you reach gold tier, you won't be mentioned through socials or have any like acknowledgement.
Yeah, so
exciting.
So
Are
that's
there any negative consequences?
It's like a Patreon. It's like a Patreon then. That's great. instead of paying for a subscription, all you have to do is badmouth things that Chris cares about.
I believe there was like a
No, I'm going to be on the list after this episode anyway. I said that Wolfie's content was great. So yeah,
it is great though.
yeah.
I do
the
miss
best.
his paint intros.
Yeah.
They were such a good time.
Maybe like do his little jingle over him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about like doing a little piano rendition of that for like the
Real
the intro
YouTube-based.
music, but I don't think anyone would get it. I think it's too niche.
If you
No,
do
surely
it,
not.
I'll record myself on paint and make the video to go along with like O2 drop and draw our faces.
Oh, gorgeous!
Yes.
Yes.
Let's commit.
Yeah, when are we launching our YouTube channel, guys?
Oh, dude, I'm so far away from it financially. Like,
Financially, it doesn't cost anything
so like,
unless you want to pay Dan for editing.
no, to have the equipment to do what I want to do. Yeah.
Righto.
There's like one additional piece of equipment that is like the A10 Mini, which you can plug cameras and audio into.
Righto.
So you can have shit without really needing to edit it, which is like ideal because learning a whole new skill at 35 is difficult. But that's like $800,
Yeah.
which I don't have spare right
So
now.
subscribe to the
I'm-
bottom cut.
I'm
to see
glad
our
I-
beautiful faces.
Yeah.
I'm glad I threw my $3 a month into the 10.
Thank you for helping us. So next regionals is next weekend, Kentucky
Kentucky.
in Louisville.
Hot damn.
Louis.
One Pokemon that's winning Louisville, Kentucky International Convention Center. Ethan, one Pokemon that's winning Louisville next week.
It's a frigid fucking take, but Sneasler.
I mean, it's not that frigid. Like it's been hyped and up and coming, but like it hasn't actually taken out many titles, really, has it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's only been 3 thus far, and I think it got Dortmund, didn't it? Or did it miss out?
No, it didn't.
No.
That was the Screens Ape one Dortmund, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I think there probably is something to that. Actually, everybody's bitching about Diaclor at the moment, and I don't think that. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm not entirely convinced that translates to high level tournament play because it's all like low level 1200 ladder shitters.
There was 11 in the top cut at Dortmund. I think it was huge turnout. It was like one of the highest usages in top cut at Dortmund.
We
Last
did discuss that Europeans can't team build, and that's why, though.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. How it's like very much a European thing, and the American meta is very different. So,
I mean, there's a lot of different sneeze variants within there. Like we saw the sash coaching, we saw the unburdened stuff. Like it's
All 2 different versions.
it's only got 4 move slots, and at least 3 of them are going to be Diaclor.
yeah. I don't know. I still like as fucking toxic as it feels to face Diaclor. Like it's always cool.
That was funny.
It's always cool to pardon. Oh,
I see what you did there. That was funny.
It wasn't intentional, but go off.
So sticking with Sneasler?
Okay, I want to add some complexity to it.
Okay.
Because Lily is the weekend after. So we got Kentucky and then Lily in
Lille.
France.
Lille.
Lead
I believe.
France.
Lily?
Vivian.
Vivian. Nah.
So,
Is Golden Ghost still a thing?
oh yeah.
It's totally still a thing, my dude.
Like
It's
the
never
highest
not going to be a
that
thing.
mon is
yeah.
that mon is scary. That's a
Yeah.
yeah. So, Sneasler for Kentucky.
Go on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How many Pokemon from Kentucky win Lily? How much crossover
how much
in the winning
overlap
team?
is there going to be?
I mean, I think there's going to be like all of your Golden Gorilla Boom kind of shit floating around. I don't know that we'll see a lot of the same sort of follow me kind of Electabuzz Magmar stuff happening across the pond.
The same sort of comps.
Maybe from Dortmund to Lille, maybe like just all of the EU stuff will probably be at least similar, if not exactly the same. It might develop further, but I don't know. The meme being that European team builders can't.
Yeah.
They'll all just run the same tweaked version of the Sneasler Dragapult.
Jared.
I have been I've been on the Flamigo train since before it won
before it was called
the first one. Yeah, what was it?
Baltimore, I think, was the first of the season.
Yeah, Balties, that's right. Yeah, like so we were getting a ton of Goldango, we were getting ton of Bridge, a ton of Annihilate. Like having a wide guard still relevant, having a fighting flying mon with decent enough speed tier, access to wide guard, and scrappy to hit Goldango is pretty cool, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love seeing picks that can't really swim in the Reg G meta, kind of like float to the surface in formats like Reg H. I'm on the Flamigo train. I reckon Flamigo is going to take us a lot.
Flamigo in Kentucky, and what's your crossover between Kentucky and Lily?
I reckon there's going to be only one Pokemon in common. I think there's enough difference in the meta as a whole at the moment, and also in what people in the US and Europe like to run, that there's not going to be a ton of overlap.
That's like why I found that's what makes this question so difficult. I think, at least personally for me, it's just the meta is so wide open. Even now, it's starting to define itself a little bit more in a couple of different ways. But everything is just so varied and so wild that it's like difficult to pin anything to the wall.
I think when you have two really big tournaments within a week of each other, the first one has a lot of potential to influence the second.
We've been spoiled this gen. Reg D, E, F were all really similar in terms of like super, super broad spectrum of like viable options to run.
Yeah, the DLC really opened it up, especially like a lower power level format. It's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say personally, I haven't been enjoying H that much. I think I enjoyed F and G way more. And I know that's probably counter to the sentiment of most people, but like G for me was so fun. And I think it could have been because it was centralizing. It became very easy to plan.
It was all hyper offense.
Yeah.
As well.
It's easy to build in a format like that, at least for me personally, because it's like you have a very, very sort of defined focus for every single team. Like,
yeah, you have like A, B, C are your threats. How do you deal with it?
Pick a restricted. You've got like 4 other restricteds at best that you really need to worry about in terms of matchup, and then you can just sort of build accordingly. And it's very easy to pull something together like that. And it either works or it doesn't.
Streamlines the building process, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yes. Whereas with something like this, it's impossible to team build in the same way because there's just too much shit to try and juggle.
You can't really pick a legendary of any kind. It's just, no, like pick whether you're going to use Bridge or not.
Okay, Dan, what's your Kentucky bet for winning Pokemon?
I'm gonna go with
Golurk.
Ninetales.
Specifically
the icy one.
The icy one.
Yeah, Alolan.
Solid call.
Yeah.
I do like it. I've seen it popping into teams just literally to be the Aurora Veil, which I just think is really cool.
Ice coverage, and then all these like mad lads now running specs on it. So
Blizzard strong.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna raw dog blizzards into you.
They're like, hey, Dragapult's kind of annoying. Blizzard.
Yeah. Or Moonblast. Like it's like
a nut speed tier too.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Yeah. Like only what, like 80 something special attack, right? Like not super high.
It's not super high, but it's got like good moves.
Yeah, it's got such good moves.
I was saying it's kind of the Torkoal treatment, right? Like Torkoal has a mid-lean special attack stat, but
sick
multipliers,
moves, weather.
Yeah.
Plus spread freeze chance is just
huge.
And I think I also agree, Jared, there's only going to be like one kind of crossover. I think like with these archetypes, it's you have your 6 core or you have your 5 plus a flex slot. So it's going to be very hard unless it's just like a complete mirror matchup.
Yeah.
Someone like wins. Kentucky's like, hell yeah, I'm taking this to Lil.
Same guy, right?
Yeah. He's just like, hell yeah, I got this.
Yeah. Alakazam's a sick pick.
Yeah, I think so. I also want to give a shout out to Loaded Dice Scale Shot Dragonite. I think that's going to be a sleeper pick. But both, I reckon will do really well.
Yeah, I need to get my hands on some Japanese teams, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'll send you some.
I missed out on Master Ball in September because I didn't have a team. And like after the GC, I was like super flat on Pokemon. So I started playing Call of Duty, so I get to hang out with incels again.
Hell yeah.
Which is really fun when they're popping off and you're just like, oh, you're such a big man.
Carry me, daddy.
You're so brave calling that person an N-word and an F-word. Oh my God. They fucking hate it.
So what about you, Joel? What's your pick?
My pick, I have been debating a lot and I don't know whether I want to go for like an offensive mon or a support mon. I kind of see like a Trick Room team winning in Kentucky. So I think I want to like pin down
Among Us.
No. That's too easy.
Washed.
Porygon 2's floating around still.
I was thinking P2 or Farigiraf. I might lock in Farigiraf for winning Kentucky. And I think the overlap between Kentucky and the league is going to be 4 Pokemon.
Right.
4.
Okay.
I think the same core 4 with 2 flexes.
Big splash, right?
Big splash. That's my hot take.
Yeah, righto. What do you think that core's going to look like? Trick Room core?
Yeah. Back-to-back Trick Room winners.
Righto. That'd be cool to see.
That's my call. So let's maybe like the thing that'll get me is like the 2 different Ursaluna, but it'll be like P2 Ursaluna, maybe Torkoal, maybe Amoonguss, maybe Farigiraf. Is in that hard Trick Room team somehow. It'd be fucking dope to see like Hariyama pop off.
Oh yeah.
Get a regional win.
Rhyperior.
Yeah.
Rhyperior, yeah.
Shout out Sebi.
Yeah.
It'd be so fucking dope to see something like that.
If it was LAIC, it'd be easier. Just answer like Robeson's team. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Slice Band Lily Call.
Yeah.
That's Lily Goal.
Yeah. What's the crossover? 6 Mons. Robeson always runs the same team. He's attending both tournaments.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the mad
Winning
lad
both
going to
of
both. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He is like the epitome of like the man who has practiced one punch 10,000 times.
Yeah.
He's practiced that punch 1,000 times.
He loves it.
I don't think
The shit you can do with that team is ridiculous.
it would be hard pressed to find someone who's more comfortable and proficient at it in Perth these days as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
In Australia, to be
I was
honest.
going to say potentially Australia.
Potentially the whole world.
is his wheelhouse. And
Yeah.
Oh, I did see a really funny Twitter post that was from somebody who was like, these are my teams that I've used since Regulation A. And it's just like, it was like Trick Room Torkoal, and then when like, so it was like Lilligant, and then when Hisuian became available, switched it to Hisuian.
Yeah.
Right? And then when we were in Reg F with, it was like,
Switch Torkoal to Groudon.
it was Dawnwind's Necrozma.
Oh, dope.
In there.
Was this Alt Kyle by any chance?
I think it might have been. And then like now that it's back to Reg H, it's basically just like their Reg F team again.
Yeah. Hey, if it ain't broke.
I was like, God damn, that's awesome.
Got a poster of Brendan on his wall.
It's like, I love this man.
Holding.
Just follow me, Trick Room, and then explodes.
I thoroughly enjoyed playing the Hisuian Zoroark variant of that team that won like the first tournament going into Reg H. Like,
Nice.
that was good shit.
It's so funny.
Yeah, specs Hisui Zoroark with and like Torkoal's a great sweeper, but like I feel like Helping Hand Torkoal
Yeah.
opens up so much you can do.
Yeah.
A jetpack overheat. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Phil's funny team. I think it was like it was charcoal or something so that you could protect it in the turn that you needed to.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like the skill swap for Rigoref.
It's so cool. I love
so
that.
funny.
I
It
love
got
that.
me points in the GC. That's all that
Hell
fucking
yeah.
matters for that team.
Yeah.
Is that like I beat people like 50 points above me and I was like, yeah, boy.
I should probably submit a bug report. But Showdown Mods, if you're listening, can you fix the you fix the drought eject pack interaction on Showdown.
Apparently, they never
They
will.
can't.
They would have to rebuild.
They have to rebuild it from scratch.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, I think the Wobbuffet went into like a massive thing about like how they built it, and like it's a fundamental thing in the way that they've built Showdown, and to get that interaction correct, they would have to strip it down and start from scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fascinating.
It's so funny.
It's like a base level coding thing. It's like
right.
It's like if Amazon suddenly decided not to use Excel, like from scratch.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking fascinating. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he has addressed it. You have to go dig in.
All right. Yeah, I will.
Can't even begin to understand it, but it's cool.
That's good to know. Yeah.
And on that bombshell of that interaction, never being fixed. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me tonight. Thank you, Jared, for coming on and being our special guest for this evening again. I hope you've enjoyed.
I have. Thanks so much for having me on.
And if you, our listeners, have enjoyed, definitely consider subscribing to our bonus content, or just give us a follow, a like on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, podcast hoster, whatever you're on. We're on everything. Wherever you listen to this, we appreciate you. And definitely join us for our next episode. Until next time.